This video is a little bit impromptu. I'm on a time crunch. This is my last few hours with this amplifier. It's the Friedman Little Sister combo. I'm selling it. But I want to let you guys know what I thought about it, why I'm selling it, all that sorts of stuff, and really what I think this thing is good for, who it might be good for, and things like that, in kind of a more condensed fashion. So, to begin with here, you got a bunch of different voicings, really 3 of them, and then you got a bright switch. All the controls are the same no matter what. No flip switches, no nonsense like that. Does have an effects loop. I never use effects loops. So I'm using a Volante. That's all you're going to be hearing today as far as time-based stuff in front of the amp when it is on, and that's it. No bright switch on right now, and we're just straight up clean. So the master volume on this thing is right about 6, and the regular kind of gain is about 5. So with the Strat, that's what you're going to get. Super spanky, super clean. I know that these amps are typically looked at by people that want a bunch of gain, but that's a big selling point to me. I love that about just kind of Marshall style amps in general and Marshalls, but it's a really cool sound, and I know that a lot of players relied on Marshalls for cleans and then other sorts of pedals or other sorts of amplifiers for dirt. For me, it works out really good, and with the Strat, it's fantastic. If I switch over to guitar with humbuckers, let's hear what it sounds like there. Bright switch makes a huge difference on this amplifier. With humbuckers, I think it's great. Whoopsie daisy. With single coils, super overkill. Would not recommend. Let's hear how it sounds with gain, because that's what you're really here for. Now, all I did was switch up the higher gain kind of band here. I didn't change anything else. We'll hear how different it is. And that's with the gain right at noon. So if we jam it a little bit here, you get pretty gnarly. Crazy gain. That's more than I'm going to use. Just shows you where it can go though. Bright switch was off for that. If I turn the bright switch on, it just gets a little nuts. Let's go down to more moderate stuff with a Strat. Yeah, bright switch better be off for this. That sounds sick. Pretty good. Let's turn the gain up a little bit more. I'll try the same thing. So what do I like about the amp? What don't I like about the amp? And why am I getting rid of it? I love the fact that compared to the Marshall Studio Vintage, this is way better sounding at lower volumes. With the Marshall, you're kind of stuck. To get the most out of it, even though it has the 5-watt low power mode on the Studio Vintage, it's still so loud to get like the good sound, the sound you actually want out of it. And it's, yeah, it could be a little bit much. With this one, it's way more usable. And it doesn't matter if you're downloading a clean sound or a over the top sort of sound, way more gain than the Studio Vintage is going to offer you unless you throw pedals in front of it. And it's just a different kind of flavor. This is much more in line with a modern thing. And that's, you know, that's Friedman. That's going to be different for everybody's taste. But the thing to me isn't necessarily that, you know, it doesn't sound just like the Marshall. It's that it doesn't feel just like the Marshall when I play it. And this is total personal preference, but I don't get the same immediacy when I play it, especially with single coils, that I did with the Studio Vintage. And that's something that's, you know, it's down to amplifier design, and everybody does things a little bit differently. I think this is a better built amp, quality-wise, component-wise, but it doesn't give me that same immediate feel and touch response that the Marshall gives me, and that, you know, I'm kind of spoiled by. Outside of that, things I don't like about this amplifier, I hate this, not just with this brand, but with any brand that does this, that has a combo and has the controls on top. They're freaking upside down. So in order for me to make changes in a way that, you know, I'm satisfied with and I know what the hell I'm doing, I gotta stand up, look over the thing, and go from there. I hate that. And even when you're playing on stage, it's the same crap because you're just standing up and doing it. The only difference is you don't gotta, you know, you're not in a chair to begin with. But it's annoying. I don't like that. And that should be an easy fix. Just swap the control plate around. That's not a here nor there. Oh, the other really big advantage of this compared to the Marshalls, before I go further here. This thing sounds, when you do put it up at volume, it does sound great at bedroom levels, but when you start really giving this thing some juice, it sounds way bigger in the room, like gigantic. And it's not just the fact that this has a 12-inch speaker and the Studio Vintage has a 10, because my JCM 900 combo, that has a 12. I think it's a combination of the size of the cabinet, the speaker, and what the cabinet is made out of, which is, I can't remember it off the top of my head. But this thing, seriously, It is a night and day difference as far as just like the width and the way that this thing fills up a room. It's awesome. You'll have a lot of fun. You'll have no problems clearing over a drummer with that. So really, this amp's actually more versatile than the Studio Vintage. It's more usable at home. It gets way louder if you wanted to play a gig with it. It's fantastic. You have more gain options available too. You have the bright switch available too, even though, you know, you can do little tricks with the jumpers on the Studio Vintage. You want something like that. I love the clean tones on this. I think they're great. It's just like the Studio Vintage. But overall, it's just not the right flavor for me. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean it's bad. It is what it is. I prefer the way that the Marshall cleans up and retains high end naturally more so than this one does on that sort of like crunch. Not like the overdriven crazy stuff, but like that real crunch. And then the pick attack alterations rolling off the volume a little bit. For what I like, the Marshall does a better job with that. But that's it. I mean, it's an awesome amplifier, especially if you're into the more higher gain stuff. You don't want to have to use any pedals whatsoever. You'll be good. You like an effects loop, throw a delay in it, you're done. That's it. Awesome grab and go amp. Questions, comments, or concerns? Feel free to leave a comment down below. Appreciate all you guys watching these videos. I know this one was a little quick, but yeah, I just wanted to make something while I still had it. So I'll check you guys in the next one. Take it easy.